now request everyone to please stand for the entrance of the maze with our Honorable Presiding Officer.
The 45th regular session is now called to order. We are requesting the Secretary to the Sangguniang for the roll call.
The attendance for this afternoon's regular session: the regular presiding officer, Honorable Eva Lorraine Estabilio, is present. Honorable Leo Di Revita is present. Honorable Meliton Di Lemos is present. Honorable Shara Isabel Uy Salazar is present. Honorable Vreni Jem O. Kaasi is present. Honorable Agripino G. Coquilla Jr. is present. Honorable Rex Jasper R. Aala is present. Honorable Romeo L. Catayas is present. Honorable Catherine S. Elliott is present. Honorable Edmark O. Wakan is present. Honorable Arthur V. Ong Jr. is present. Honorable Datu Eric I. Perez is present. Honorable Roan Angela G. Rillion is present. The Honorable Beethoven S. Rubinos is present. Madam President, there is a perfect attendance. There is a quorum, Madam.
There being a quorum, this session is in order. Let us now proceed to the opening prayer to be led by Honorable Rex Jasper R. Aala, followed by the Pambansang Awit, Panunumpa ng Katapatan sa Watawat ng Pilipinas, the Councilor's Creed, and the Tagum Mabuhay Ka March.
Let us bow all our heads and place ourselves in the presence of our living God. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. O most gracious and loving Father, we humbly come before you and offer unto your feet our supplications. Heavenly Father, bless the lives of our people as you bless the Sangguniang Panlungsod members who are gathered this afternoon to once again act on the measures laid before us. May we be impartial in our dealings, and may our discussions be fruitful, and the same may glorify your name. Our special prayer, O Lord, to the bereaved family of the late Rene Baterbonia, whose life was cut short before his earnest dream for his own family could be realized. We condole with his family and loving father. It is our prayer that Rene Baterbonia may rest in peace in your promised paradise. Send forth your Holy Spirit and enkindle in us the power of your love. We pray, O Lord, for wisdom, for guidance, that the things we will doing inside this august hall will and shall redound to the benefit of our people. Bless us, O Lord, that this prayer in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen and amen. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, helas ng sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tugok sa simoy at sa langit kong bangaw, ay hinatang tulang.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let us now proceed to the reading and consideration of the minutes and journal of proceedings of the 44th regular session on June 1, 2026. Councilor Leo Revita is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Since all members had been given copies of the minutes of the last regular session on June 1, 2026, I move to dispense with its reading.
Moved by Councilor Revita, second by Councilors Aala, Elliot, and Ong, and also Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
In the same manner, Madam Chair, the Journal of Proceeding has been already distributed to the 10th City Council. I move to dispense with its reading.
Approval first of the minutes.
Sorry, Madam Chair. I move for the approval of the minutes.
Moved by Councilor Revita for the approval or adoption of the minutes of the 44th regular session, seconded by Councilors Aalang and Catayas, and also Rillion. Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, the minutes of the 44th regular session consisting of 29 pages is hereby adopted. Proceed.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. In the same manner, the Journal of Proceedings of the 44th regular session on June 1, 2026 has been already distributed to this August body. I move to dispense with its reading.
Moved by Councilor Revita, seconded by Councilors Aala, Rillion, and Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of the full text of the Journal of Proceedings is dispensed with.
I move for its approval, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Revita, seconded by Councilor Catayas and Rillion, and also Ong. Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, the Journal of Proceedings consisting of 29 pages is hereby adopted. Let us now proceed to the privilege or any member who'd like. Yes, Councilor Rillion is recognized.
Thank you. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. To our Presiding Officer, the Honorable Eva Lorraine E. Estabilio, to my esteemed colleagues in the 10th Sangguniang Panlungsod, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I rise today on a matter of personal and collective privilege to honor the lives of two promising young student athletes whose untimely passing has deeply saddened the nation, Reneclert Baterbonia and Divine Adili. On June 8, 2026, Rene and Divine tragically lost their lives in a drowning incident during a team building activity in Dipaculao, Aurora. Both were members of the Ateneo men's basketball team and were among the brightest young talents in the Philippine collegiate basketball. Their passing has left a profound void, not only within the Ateneo community, but also among countless Filipinos who saw in them the promise of a brighter future. Reneclert Baterbonia, a proud son of Mindanao, embodied perseverance and determination. Rising from humble beginnings, he earned recognition as one of the country's most promising young basketball players and became an inspiration to many young people who dream of overcoming life's challenges through hard work and dedication. His journey from Mindanao to one of the nation's premier universities demonstrated the transformative power of education, sports, and opportunity. Alongside with him was Divine Adili, a gifted athlete whose passion, discipline, and commitment to excellence earned him the respect of his teammates, coaches, and supporters. Coming from Nigeria and choosing to pursue his athletic and academic journey in the Philippines, Divine exemplified how sports transcend nationality, culture, and language. Through basketball, he forged friendships, inspired teammates, and became part of a community that embraced him as one of its own. Their stories remind us that the youth possess immense potential to become agents of excellence, unity, and positive change. They remind us that dreams know no boundaries, whether one comes from communities of Mindanao or from another country across the world. As youth leaders and public servants, we grieve not only because two lives were lost too soon, but because of the countless possibilities that were lost with them, the victory they would have achieved, the people they would have inspired, and futures they were preparing to build. Yet, while their journeys were cut short, the values they embodied, discipline, resilience, humility, and dedication, remain lessons that will continue to inspire future generations. Today, the Sangguniang Panlungsod of Tagum joins the nation in mourning. We extend our deepest condolences to the families of Rene and Divine, to their friends, teammates, coaches, and the entire Ateneo community. We likewise stand in solidarity with all young athletes who continue to pursue their dreams with courage and determination. May the memories of Rene Clerc and Divine continue to inspire us to invest in our youth, to nurture their talents, and ensure that every young person is given the opportunity to reach their fullest potential. Though their lives were brief, their impact was immeasurable. May they both rest in eternal peace. Mabuhay ang kabataang Pilipino, mabuhay ang lungsod ng Tagum. That would be all, Madam Presiding Officer. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. Any interpellation or any member who'd like to avail of the privilege? Okay, there being none, let us now proceed to the question R. Yes, Councilor Revita.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. We have to accommodate our invited guest during today's session. I move for the suspension of our internal rules. I so move, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Revita, second by Councilor Saala. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Uy Salazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members are in favor.
All members being in favor, rules are now suspended.
Maayong hapon sa tanan to our presiding officer and fellow members of the 10th City Council and everyone present today. This year's Pride Month celebration is particularly special as the province of Davao del Norte proudly present the first ever Reina ng Davao del Norte 2026, a historic platform that celebrates the beauty, intelligence, advocacy, and empowerment of transgender women throughout our province. This manifestation, Madam Chair, is to inform this honorable body that on June 6, 2026, the Tagum City LGBTQI+ organization conducted a screening and selection of the local government unit of Tagum representatives for the upcoming Reina ng Davao del Norte 2026. One of the highlights activities of the Pride Month culmination celebration is to be held on June 27, 2026 in the province of Davao del Norte. Following a thorough screening process and careful deliberation, the selection committee selected the top 3 candidates from among the 8 aspiring participants who demonstrated exceptional confidence, advocacy, and commitment to represent the city of Tagum in the provincial competition. Likewise, from the same pool of candidates, 1 representative was also chosen to represent the city government of Tagum in the Mardi Gras event, another major activity of the Pride Month celebration. In this regard, Madam Presiding Officer, I respectfully request our selected representatives to come forward and introduce themselves to this honorable body.
Okay, so the Sergeant at Arms, please escort them. Okay, so kindly introduce yourselves one by one.
Sa kamapasigarbuhon ug maanyag nga hapon kanatong tanan. My name is Aya Neri from Barangay Mankilam, Tagum City, and I advocate transgender empowerment for equal access to limitless opportunities.
Next.
to Madam Chair and the rest of the councilors, good afternoon. My name is Alfrancine Manala. I'm 25, currently residing in Barangay San Miguel, City of Tagum, and advocating for equal opportunities, conducting trainings, especially for those aspirant VAs. I've been in the VA industry for 5 years, and hopefully I'll take this advocacy into action. I'm one of the representatives of the City of Tagum for this upcoming Rain and Davnor 2026. Thank you.
We are Tagum greetings. Good afternoon to our respective councilors, to our Honorable Vice Mayor and our beloved Mayor. I am Jad Ibanez, 27, from Barangay Visayan Village, an advocate of HIV and AIDS awareness and solo parents. I stand before you today with deep gratitude and humility as we have been chosen as the representative of Tagum City in the upcoming Reina ng Davao del Norte 2026. This opportunity is more than just a personal milestone. It is a chance to proudly carry the name, culture, and spirit of Tagum City on a provincial stage. We are committed to showcasing not only beauty and grace, but also the values, resilience, and pride of Tagum City and its people. With this, we would like to sincerely seek your kind support, particularly in the terms of financial assistance, to help cover our requirements, trainings, wardrobes, in the upcoming competition. We assure all of you, the councilors and the leaders of our city, that we will not take this for granted. Your assistance extended will not be taken for granted, because we will represent Tagum City with honor, dedication, and also we will give our 100% best all throughout the competition to represent Tagum City and bring back what we call this, recognition and pride to our community. Thank you so much for your time, your consideration, and continuous support towards LGBTQIA+ community. May all our leaders continues to be blessed, and good afternoon, everyone.
Okay. So thank you very much. Any questions from the members? Wala man. So, Councilor Revita?
So ato ding palakpakan no ang atong tulo ka representative sa Reina ng Davao del Norte 2026. So mo ni ato ang napili no, puro gyud ni mga gwapa no, nya wala gyud tapon ani, puro gyud mga bright tanan. So may nang mga bright para dili ta maulawan dito. So naa sila dinhi karon, Madam Presiding Officer, og sa akong ipahibalo sa 10th City Council nga mangayo pud sila og suporta sa atoa para pa sa makapadayon pa sila sa ilahang journey sa Reina ng Davao del Norte. So that would be on June 27, 2026 dito sa Davnor Gym i-held. So any member would like to ask question?
Yes, Councilor Roan Leon.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. First off, I would just like to greet our queens. Happy Pride Month sa inyo, ha? Thank you for taking the opportunity in representing our beautiful city of Tagum. I just only have one question for each of you. So, what qualities and values do you possess that make you worthy of becoming the Reina ng Davao del Norte 2026?
Karon.
Karon mo. Sukod na daan.
Thank you for that wonderful question, ma'am. I've been joining pageantry for the past 15 years, and dili gyud ako ikaulaw. I'm representing City of Tagum, even barangay, local, and national pageant. In a wider audience, I'm always shouting Tagum City because I'm proud and dignified. And what are the qualities for me to become Reina ng Davao del Norte? I came in Reina Davao del Norte not playing games, but with a purpose to fulfill. So my attribution or my qualities would be the kaalam, kaanyag, o kaisod, which tackles the brain, the beauty, and the bravery. Brain would be the intellectual capacity that you have the vision and mission, not just only for the LGBT community, but precisely on the transgender itself. And when we say beauty, it's just not about physical aspect, but you have the humility and the kindness for everybody. And lastly, would not be the least, this will not be happening if you don't have the courage, which is the bravery. So you need to be empowered, and by empowered, you need to be strong enough. And I'm hoping that the Regna ng Davao del Norte organization will look at me as a potential candidate. And once again, I will be proud to shout Tagum City in the provincial stage and hopefully to get the first crown ever Regna ng Davao del Norte.
So I think that's the same question. I'll make this short and concise. Well, this is actually my comeback pageant. I stopped joining beauty pageants 4 years ago because I became fat, I gained weight, and it slowly silenced the confidence in me. So I am returning not because I became perfect, but because I am here to share my story that to everyone, not just the trans community, but in life, we might get lost in track. So there's, always our doors are always open. We can still get back on the truck, and we can still rekindle the burning passion in us. And the qualities I had here is because beauty pageant is not just about glitz and glamour. It's not just about beauty on stage. But of course, my quality is my strength, my presence, and it's always important that a beauty queen should knows how to talk, to inspire people. So I have the head that thinks, the heart that feels, and also the hand that helps. So I am representing City of Tagum for this upcoming province-wide trans pageant. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I should be the next Reyna ng Davao del Norte. I may not fit in the standards of the society when it comes to beauty and femininity, but I bring here with me my authenticity, confidence, and purpose. Because a true queen does not just showcases glitz and glamour, but a true queen has the purpose, the ability to make her advocacy into reality. And my advocacy is HIV and AIDS awareness and solo parents program, which I've been working with that advocacy for years now. And I believe a true queen does not just wear a golden crown, but a true queen wears a golden heart. And that's me. Thank you.
Oh, di ba? Hawad silang tulo. Grabe si Leo, lipat kayo. Mo-donate na si Leo dako.
Hindi lang ako kaya.
Si Leo na ba itong question nun? Ikaw may turnover, anak Leo. Please come on dito sa cake.
Okay, so thank you very much. Napay questions? Yes, Councilor Lemos.
Daghang salamat, Madam Chair. Murag wala na may mangutana siguro. Murag ambot tama ba itong nadungog, may daw silang tabang kay para makasustenir daw sa ilahang panggastos. Tama ba itong nadungog? Si Uloy, kay medyo kwartahan ni 2,000. Si Kaloy, kay nagpa 5-6 mo na, 1,500.
Uy, nabut-buot ka, no?
Ako, wala man ko'y notaryo ron, isa kalibur ako. Si Leo, 2,000, dato ni. Vice parihata, abogado, pero Vice Mayor man ka, 1,500 imo. Kamo uban, kamo na'y balag, tagpila inyo.
Sige, with that, no.
De,
Thank you for that.
actually,
Lemos.
ilang gipangayo nga assistance, dili gud siro yung nga right dayon, no? So, ipalo lang namo ako kung pila among mahatag sa inyo. Napasagi rin si Ato de Lemos mahatag karon dayon og 5,000, mas maayo pod, no?
Nihatag na siya, Loy, oh.
Butante mo sa Tagum.
Uy.
Wala ko dang pangutana ha kay butante raw. Kung saan di naana, di ba? Hindi guro punta, eh.
Okay, with that, the chair declares for a few minutes recess. Magpa-picture ta niya, manghatag ta.
Hello, thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. We are still yet under question hour. So may we also invite Miss Jonna Marie Candice Senilio from Purok 5-A, San Miguel, Tagum City, for her achievement during the 2026 Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Greater Bay Area Mathematical Olympiad. She is accompanied by her mother, Ma'am Maricar Senilio, and her father, Jobert Senilio.
Okay, so Joanna, hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the 45th regular session of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. Okay, so can you share with us your experience in Macau, in Hong Kong? Pwede na mag-Bisaya, pwede mag-Tagalog, pwede mag-English, unsa ka komportable.
So sa akong experience sa Hong Kong kay medyo nahadlok ko og nakulbaan sa ako ang exam. Pero pag-abot sa exam kay unexpected siya kay ang mga questions dito kay wala kayo siya naasa mong gi-reviewhan. Pero medyo sayon rasad kay ang mga first na questions is pang easy kanang sa ako pang level. Pero pag-abot na sa mga back pages ug sa mga number 15 to 30, it became harder for me because much more advanced siya. Naga-include siya og mga algebra problems and combinatorics. And there were a lot of distractions during nako sa exam kay daghan sad kaayong nanglisod sa periyas sa ako. Pero naka-go through ko sa exam in the amount of time, and it was pretty hard for me because this was my first experience na true siya na exam like in another country or kanang ana. So yeah, muoto kanang hard ra siya, pero okay ra sad ka.
Lisod pero naka-bronze medal. Di ba? So how many were you? How many contestants were there?
In total was around 1,000, but in the grade 4 level, it was 140 plus contestants.
From how many countries?
7.
7 countries. So congratulations. You make us proud. So from what school are you?
I'm proudly from Magugpo Pilot Emelda.
Isa may mga kataga Emelda dire. Si West, West.
Ako Rizal.
Congrats.
Sige. So congratulations. So this afternoon, we are going to award your plaque. This is a Sangguniang Panlungsod resolution. So amo aning ihatag sa inyo ha, and amo na lang hangiuon ang atong SP Secretary to read this citation.
So, Madam Chair, may I read the text of this resolution? Resolution number 575, series of 2026. A resolution congratulating Joanna Marie Candice Senilio, a grade 4 student of Magupo Pilot Imelda Elementary School, SPED Center, for winning a bronze medal in the 2026 Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area Mathematical Olympiad final round held at Hong Kong Science Park. Whereas Joanna Marie Candice Senilio, a grade 4 student from Magupo Pilot Imelda Elementary School, SPED Center, has brought pride and honor to the city of Tagum and the country through her outstanding achievement in the field of mathematics. Whereas she earned a bronze medal in the 2026 Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area Mathematical Olympiad final round held at the Hong Kong Science Park, a prestigious international competition that gathers some of the brightest young mathematicians across Asia. Whereas Ms. Sanilio was among the 16 official representatives of the Philippines and one of the 28 medalists worldwide in the grade 4 category, demonstrating exceptional skill and excellence at a very young age. Whereas the said competition involved over 1,000 participants from 8 countries, testing the contestants' abilities in mathematical reasoning, analytical thinking, and problem solving on an international stage. Whereas her remarkable achievement reflects not only her dedication, intelligence, and perseverance, but also the quality of education provided by her school, the guidance of her mentors, and the unwavering support of her family. Whereas her success serves as an inspiration to the youth of Tagum City, exemplifying excellence, discipline, and intellectual brilliance that bring immense pride, honor, and distinction to Tagum City and to the Republic of the Philippines, and proving that with determination, discipline, and passion for learning, global excellence is within reach. Now therefore be it resolved by the 10th Sangguniang Panlungsod of Tagum to congratulate Joanna Marie Candice Sanilio, a grade 4 student of Magupo Pilot Imelda Elementary School, SPED Center, for winning a bronze medal in the 2026 Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area Mathematical Olympiad final round held at the Hong Kong Science Park. Resolve further, this resolution, here it is. Signed, yours truly, attested and certified to be duly adopted, Attorney Evelyn Estabilio, and approved by the City Mayor, Honorable Ray T. Uy.
Okay, so congratulations, Candice. Any member who would like to ask questions? None. So the chair declares for a few minutes recess. Councilor Gaucilia.
Madam Presiding Officer, during the previous session under the privileged hour, there was a request for the appearance of Mr. Ian Balye on issue on whether or not a Davao Light and Power Company was issued with a business permit and what particular trade name or business line of business the said company applied for. So to this regard, Madam Presiding Officer, may we know if Mr. Ian Balye was formally invited for the question hour? if there was a remiss, Madam Presiding Officer, on the next regular session, I respectfully request that he be requested to appear before this session for this council during the question hour to enlighten the members of this council and the whole Tagumenyo on issues whether or not where to pay their electric bill. And in the event that there was a business permit, may we know on whether or not the company have complied all the necessary requirements prior for the acquisition of business permit.
Okay, so very well, we will send invitation to Mr. Ian Kevin Valle to attend the next regular session. Okay, some more concerns? There being none, let us know any motion for the, yes, Councilor Revita.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I move for the restoration of our internal rules.
Rules are now restored. Okay, let us now proceed to the reading and referral of proposed measures. The Secretary is read the number only for letters and communications.
Yes, Madam Chair, for the measures on first reading, for resolution, we have item number 1.
Item number 1 is referred to the Committee on Education.
Under letters and communications, Madam Chair, item number 1.
Item number 1 is referred to the Committee on Labor and Employment and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
For item number 2.
Item number 2 is referred to the Committee on Disaster Risk Reduction and Management and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
For item number 3.
Item number 3 is referred to the Committee on Public Works.
Item number 4.
Item number 4 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
For item number 5, letters A to E, Madam Chair.
Item number 5 is referred to the Committee on Housing and Land Utilization and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
Item number 6.
Item number 6 is referred to the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Item number 7.
Item number 7 is referred to the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
For item number 8.
Item number 8 is referred to the Committees on Youth and Sports Development, Finance, Budget, and Appropriation, and Barangay Affairs.
Item number 9.
Item number 9 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Number 10, Madam Chair.
Number 10 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
For number 11.
Number 11 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Item number 12.
Item number 12 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Item number 13.
Number 13 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Number 14.
Item number 14 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
For item number 15.
Item number 15 is referred to the Committees on Housing, Land Utilization, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
For the last item, number 16, Madam Chair.
Item number 16 is referred to the Committees on Environmental Protection and Ecology, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges. Let us now proceed to committee reports. First to report is from the Committee on Public Works. Councilor Coquilla.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. For and on behalf of the members of the Committee on Public Works, Facilities and Utilities, allow me to present this committee report number 3, Series 2026. This is in relation to this representation's privileged speech relating the infrastructure projects of the city for appropriate action and review by the committee. In as much as all members of this 10 Sangguniang Panlungsod has a copy of this committee report number 3, Series 2026, and therefore move to dispense the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Ala and Catayas. And there being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move, Madam Presiding Officer, for its adoption.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Committee Report Number 3, submitted by the Committee on Public Works, Facilities and Utilities, is hereby adopted.
Another committee, Madam Presiding Officer, for the Committee on Finance. For and on behalf of the members of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, allow me to present this Committee Report Number 6, Series 2026. The subject matter is relating the request for augmentation for the allocation of repairs and maintenance transportation expense account requested by Honorable Roan Angela G. Rillion. This was conducted last June 3, 2026 at 11:50 in the morning. Again, in as much as all members of this 10th Sangguniang Panlungsod has a copy of this Committee Report Number 6, Series 2026, I therefore move to dispense the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Catayas, Revita, and Rillion. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move, Madam Presiding Officer, for its adoption.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Committee Report Number 6, submitted by the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, is hereby adopted. Next, Committee Report from the Committee on Health, Councilor Shara Isabel Uy Salazar is recommended.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. This is Surrender Joint Committee Report Number 2, Series of 2026, submitted by the Committees on Health and on Disaster Risk Reduction and Management. The subject matter of this report is the 42nd Regular Session Letter Number 2, the Local Health Board Resolution Number 2A, Series of 2026, endorsing the Tagum City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management in Health Plan for 2026 to 2028 to the Sangguniang Panlungsod for approval for appropriate action. Considering that all members have already been furnished with copies of this committee report, I move to dispense with the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, seconded by Councilors Catayas, Revita, Eliot, and Aala. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar. Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 2, submitted by the Committee on Health and Disaster Risk Reduction and Management, is hereby adopted. Next committee report from the Committee on Peace and Order, Councilor Lemos.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This pertains to Committee Report Number 5, Series of 2026, Joint Committee by Peace and Order and Committee on Laws. This concerns the half-naked ordinance and the review of the CCTV, which was referred through a letter which was referred by this Sangguniang to this committee. During the deliberation, Madam Chair, we recommend to refer these measures to the city legal for further comment and deliberation. And since all members of this body were already furnished with copies of this committee report, I move to dispense the reading of the whole text of this committee report. I so move, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Lemos, seconded by Councilors Catayas and Revita. There be no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for the adoption of Joint Committee Report Number 5. I so move, Madam Chair.
Is there
Thank
any
you.
discussion, amendments, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 5, submitted by the Committee on Peace, Order, and Public Safety and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges, is hereby adopted. Next committee report from the Committee on Disaster, Councilor Rubinos is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. This is Committee Report Number 4, Series of 2026, submitted by the Committee on Disaster Risk Reduction and Management, dated June 3, 2026, with the subject matter: letter dated April 7, 2026 from Honorable Ray T. Uy, City Mayor, addressed to the Honorable Members of the Sangguniang through Honorable Eva Lorraine E. Estabilio, City Vice Mayor, duly received by the Office of the Secretary to the Sangguniang on April 8, 2026, the herein measures relative to the purchase of one unit response vehicle for the use of Tagum City Central Fire Station for appropriate action, and to wit, A, a resolution authorizing the utilization of the amount of 2 million pesos under Trust Fund Bureau of Fire Protection for the purchase of one unit response vehicle, pick-up type, for the use of Tagum City Central Fire Station, and B, an ordinance authorizing the purchase of one unit response vehicle, pick-up type, intended for the use of Tagum City Central Fire Station. Considering that all members has a copy of this committee report, I move to dispense the reading of the full text of the said committee report, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubino, second by Councilors Coquilla, Uy, Salazar, and Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos. Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Committee Report Number 4, submitted by the Committee on Disaster Risk Reduction and Management, is hereby adopted. Next committee report, Councilor Wakan is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. This pertains to the Committee Report Number 1, Series of 2026 of the Committee of the Whole. The meeting conducted last May 20, 2026 at 9:35 a.m. at SP Session Hall, Tagum City. This pertains to the recommendation made by Councilor Rex Jasper R. Aala during the 41st regular session held on May 11, 2026, which was duly approved unanimously, to deliberate on the issues and concerns arising from the reported power quality problems, specifically instances of over-voltage or high voltage in the electrical supply affecting the Tagum City Hall and other establishments and consumers within Tagum City. Madam Presiding Officer, considering that each and every member has been furnished with a copy of this Committee Report Number 1, Series of 2026, I therefore move to dispense with the reading of its full text and verbatim. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilors Aala and Eliot. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for the adoption of the Committee Report Number 1, Series of 2026.
Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Committee Report Number 1, submitted by the Committee of the Whole, is hereby adopted. Next committee report from the Committee on Laws. Proceed, Councilor Wakan.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. This pertains to the Committee Report Number 3, Series of 2026 of the Committee on Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges. Last June 10, 2026, at the CTO Conference Room, New City Hall. This pertains to the letter dated May 19, 2026 from Honorable Ray T. Uy, endorsing a draft resolution granting authority to the City Treasurer Annie G. Beltran, CPA, MBA, to institute and file petitions, oppositions, interventions, appeals, and other appropriate legal actions to sign the same, including verifications and other pertinent pleadings, to review, negotiate, and represent the city government of Tagum in dispute resolution proceedings, compromise agreements, or settlement proposals, and to appear for and represent the city government of Tagum before courts in connection with Special Civil Action Number 588-2025 for expropriation with motion for issuance of a writ of possession, including any related proceedings arising therefrom, the other contents of which are explanatory. Madam Presiding Officer, considering that each and every member has been duly furnished with the copy of this Committee Report Number 3, Series of 2026, I therefore move to dispense with the reading of its full text and verbatim.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilor Aala and Rillion. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed.
I move for the adoption of Committee Report Number 3, Series of 2026.
Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Committee Report Number 3, submitted by the Committee on Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges, is hereby adopted. Councilor Aala is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Joint Committee Report Number 1, Series of 2026, submitted by Joint Committees on Education and Finance, Budget, and Appropriation, with 6 subject matters. Number 1, Resolution Number 698, Series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Derwin T. Villamor, a Tagumenyo who made to the top 10 in the licensure examination for the teachers or let given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulatory Commission or PRC. Number 2, Resolution Number 699 Series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Jellica C. Daplin Itagomenyo who made it to the top 10 in the licensure exam for teachers let given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulatory Commission or PRC. Number 3, a resolution number 700 Series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Cristina Heraldo Tandawa, a Tagumenyo who made it to the top 10 of the licensure examination for teachers or let given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission or PRC. Number 4, Resolution Number 701 Series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Aldwin J. T. Alemon, a Tagumenyo who made it to the top 10 in the licensure examination for teachers or let given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission or PRC. Number 5, a resolution number 702 Series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Jovian Butlig, a Tagumenyo who made it to the top 10 of the licensure examination for teachers let given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission or PRC. Number 6, a resolution number 703 Series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Lumiri M. Mansalay, a Tagumenyo who made it to the top 10 in the licensure examination for teachers or let given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission or PRC. Number 7, a resolution number 04 Series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Daumen G. Kotakte, a Tagumenyo who made it to the top 10 in the licensure examination for teachers or let given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission or PRC. Number 8, a resolution number 705 Series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Mike Donald A. Sapper, a Tagumenyo who made it to the top 10 of licensure examination for teachers or let given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission or PRC. Honorable Chair, I would just like to clarify it is a resolution, Honorable Chair. So since we're eight, Honorable Chair, since copies were distributed to my fellow colleagues, I move to the dispense of the reading of the said resolutions, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Revita and Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of the full text of this committee report is hereby dispensed with.
I move for its adoption, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala. Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 1 submitted by the Committee on Education and Finance, Budget, and Appropriation is hereby adopted.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Joint Committee Report Number 9, Series of 2026, submitted by Joint Committee on Education and Laws, Rules, Regulation, and Privileges with subject matter, letter dated May 14, 2026, from Honorable Ray T. Uy, City Mayor, addressed to the Honorable Members of the Sangguniang through Honorable Eva Lorraine E. Estabilio, City Vice Mayor, duly received by the Office of Secretary to the Sangguniang on the same date, the herein draft Memorandum of Agreement between the University of Southeastern Philippines and the City Government of Tagum. Since copies were given of the said Joint Committee Report, I move for the dispense of the reading of the said Joint Committee Report, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 9, submitted by the Committees on Education and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges is hereby adopted. Summer Committee Reports. There being none, let us now proceed to the calendar of business. Councilor Wakan, what is your pleasure?
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I move for the adoption of the calendar of business as stated on the 45th regular session dated June 15, 2026, consisting of 4 pages. I so move.
By Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilor Coquilla, Catayas, and Rillion. Is there any discussion, any amendment? Councilor Coquilla is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. As recommended by the Committee on Finance through Committee Report Number 6, Series 2026, I move for inclusion under an assigned business, Augmentation Ordinance Number 1, Series 2026, with the title, An Ordinance Authorizing Honorable Eva Lorraine E. Estabilio, City Vice Mayor, to augment the appropriation of repairs and maintenance transportation expenses account in the amount of 32,450 pesos under the Legislative Department. I so move for its inclusion.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Aala, Catayas, and Iliot. There being no objection, therefore, Augmentation Ordinance Number 1 is included under an assigned business. Some more inclusions. Councilor Uy Salazar is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I move for inclusion under an assigned business, Draft Resolution Number 726, Series of 2026, a resolution adopting the Tagum City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management in Health Plan for calendar years 2026 to 2028.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, seconded by Councilors Ong and Catayas. There being no objection, therefore, Resolution Number 726 is hereby included under an assigned business. Councilor Aala is recognized.
Amendment for inclusion, Resolution Number 698, Series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Derwin T. William Moore, a Tagumenyo who made it to the top 10 of the licensure examination for teachers or left given the March of 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission. I move for its inclusion, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, therefore Resolution Number 698 is included under an assigned business.
Under unassigned business, a resolution number 699, series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Jelica Daplin, a Tagumenyo who made it to the top 10 in the licensure examination for teachers or LET given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission. I move for its inclusion, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, therefore Resolution Number 699 is included under an assigned business.
Another amendment for inclusion under an assigned business, a resolution number 700, series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Cristina Geraldo Tandawa, a Tagumenyo who made it to the top 10 in the licensure examination for teachers given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission. I move for its inclusion, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Revita and Catayas. There being no objection, Resolution Number 700 is included under an assigned business.
Another resolution for inclusion under an assigned business, a resolution number 701, series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Aldwin Jake T. Alimon, a Tagumenyo who made it to the top 10 licensure examination for teachers given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission. I move for its inclusion, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas, Rillion, and Revita. There being no objection, therefore, Resolution Number 701 is included under an assigned business.
Another resolution under unassigned business, resolution number 702, series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Jovian Butlig, a Tagomenyo who made it to the top 10 of the licensure examination for teachers given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission. I move for its inclusion, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas and Ong and Elliot. There being no objection, therefore resolution number 702 is included under unassigned business.
Another inclusion under unassigned business, resolution number 703, series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Lumirin M. Mansalay, a Tagomenyo who made it to the top 10 in the licensure examination for teachers given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission. I move for its inclusion, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas and Revita. There being no objection, therefore resolution number 703 is included under unassigned business.
Another inclusion under unassigned business, resolution number 704, series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Daumen G. Kotakte, a Tagomenyo who made it to the top 10 of licensure examination for teachers given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission. I move for its inclusion, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, therefore resolution number 704 is included under unassigned business.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Another resolution, series number 705, series of 2026, a resolution congratulating Mike Donald A. Sapper, a Tagomenyo who made it to the top 10 licensure examination for teachers given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission. I move for its inclusion, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas and Revita. There being no objection, therefore resolution number 705 is included under unassigned business.
Honorable Secretary, can I have a resolution number?
Madam Chair, that is Resolution 743.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Another resolution for inclusion under unassigned business, resolution number 743, series of 2026, a resolution authorizing the City Mayor, Honorable Ray T. Uy, to enter into and sign for in behalf of the City Government of Tagum the Memorandum of Agreement with the University of Southeastern Philippines for the collaboration in continuing professional development, research, extension, innovation, technology, transfer, business incubation, and student internship program. I move for its inclusion, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, therefore resolution number 743 is included under unassigned business. Some more inclusions, Councilor Wakan.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I move for the inclusion of resolution number 744, a resolution granting authority to the City Treasurer Annie G. Beltran, CPA MBA, to institute and file petitions, oppositions, interventions, or any other appropriate legal actions, including appeals, to sign the same, the verification, and other pertinent pleadings, to review, negotiate, or represent in any dispute resolutions, compromise agreement, or settlement proposal, and to appear and represent the City Government of Tagum before the judicial courts in connection with special civil actions number 588-2025 for expropriation, with motion for issuance of a writ of possession and in any related proceedings arising therefrom. I so move, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilor Aala. There be no objection, therefore resolution number 744 is included under unassigned business. Councilor Rubinos is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Amendments for inclusion under assigned business. Resolution number 745, a resolution authorizing the local chief executive, Honorable Ray T. Uy, to utilize the amount of 2 million pesos under the trust fund, Bureau of Fire Protection, for the purchase of 1 unit response vehicle, pick-up type, for the use of Tagum City Central Fire Station. I move for its inclusion, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubino, seconded by Councilor Aala. There being no objection, therefore, resolution number 745 is included under unassigned business.
Another one, Madam Presiding Officer. May I know the draft city ordinance, Mr. Secretary?
That will be draft city ordinance number 110.
Thank you. City Ordinance number 110, an ordinance authorizing the purchase of one unit response vehicle, pickup type intended for the use of Tagum City Central Fire Station. I so move for its inclusion, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubino, seconded by Councilor Ala. There being no objection, therefore, draft city ordinance number 110 is included under unassigned business. Summary inclusions, there being none, back to the main motion as amended 14 times. Is there any objection? There being none, the calendar of business as amended 14 times is hereby adopted. Let us now proceed to unfinished business.
Madam President, under unfinished business, we have resolution number 736, a resolution requesting the Department of Agriculture through its Farm to Market Road Development Program for the provision of funding for the priorities FMR of Tagum City, Davao del Norte.
Councilor Coquilla is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. We have already presented, Madam Presiding Officer, the full text of the resolution, and we are on the discussion period. For discussion purposes, Madam Presiding Officer, there are 5 projects that will be or were already identified by the City Government of Tagum through the City Development Council. This particular resolution will seek an earnest request to the Department of Agriculture through its Farm to Market Road Development Program for the provision of appropriate funding assistance to the 5 projects as stated during the presentation previously. One is that road of Bakuring, Madaom, Tagum City, and another road for Kuambugan, Porok Saturn, and on the third road that would be requested for funding assistance is that road for Pagsabangan, and this is ERCDP road from Porok Rancho, Barangay Pagsabangan, and to the Bagong Silang. And for item number 4, this is the concreting of roads for barangay that connects Barangay San Isidro to Barangay Kanukutan. And lastly is the project for the concreting of Malatiba Street, Porok 3, San Isidro, up to Porok 5 to Kabugan, Porok 6, Barangay Busaon, Tagum City. So total of these projects would be about 512,181,000, and this is subject for consideration of the Department of Agriculture. So to this effect, Madam Presiding Officer, all necessary preparations, Madam Presiding Officer, were taken care of by the appropriate council as a matter of inclusion to the annual investment plan, and this request is our preparatory request, and as soon as they will review the content of this one, we are required to submit the program of works or the POW for this purpose, the 4 purpose of 4 identified projects. After the identification, they will seek submission of necessary requirements such as inclusion to the EIP. This would be taken on the next regular session. And other certifications, Madam Presiding Officer, as to our willingness, the City Government of Tagum willingness to shell out or appropriate funding in the event that there would be concerns relating the road right of way, and also some displacements of families and houses that would be as an effect or that would be affected by the road alignment of this farm to market road. So again, Madam Presiding Officer, this resolution was certified urgent by the local chief executive so that we can come up with our appropriate documentation to be submitted to the Department of Agriculture. So I am earnestly requesting members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod and the distant City Council for your support for the passage of this resolution. Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer.
Thank you for that. Councilor Coquilla, please proceed.
Madam Presiding Officer, for amendment purposes, I move, Madam Presiding Officer, for the substitution of the title of the resolution from the original one to this resolution. Allow me to read the new title. A resolution requesting the Department of Agriculture through its Farm to Market Road Development Program, PMRDP, for the provision of appropriate funding assistance for the 5 identified priorities farm to market roads of Tagum City, Davao del Norte. I so move for each amendment.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Revita and Aala. There being no objection, that amendment is hereby approved.
And again, Madam Presiding Officer, as a matter of omnibus amendment, that the content of the draft resolution originally presented to the Sangguniang be replaced by or substituted by the new draft, Madam Presiding Officer. And for the first whereas, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and to the now therefore portion, I move, Madam Presiding Officer, that the original draft be substituted by the new draft as a matter of record of our Secretary to the Sangguniang. I so move, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Aala and Revita. There being no objection, therefore, the old draft which was submitted to the Sangguniang is shall be replaced by the new draft, the title of which was read by Councilor Coquilla a few minutes ago. So there being no objection, that motion is hereby approved.
Madam Presiding Officer, I move that all members of this 10th Sangguniang Panlungsod physically present be co-proponent of Resolution number 736 Series 2026.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, second by Councilor Aala and Revita. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Uy Salazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members physically present are in favor.
All members physically present being in favor, therefore resolution number 736 is approved on second and final reading. The Chair declares for a few minutes recess. Let us now proceed to measures on second reading.
On second reading, Madam Chair, we have resolution number 738, a resolution granting authority to the city mayor, Honorable Ray T. Uy, and or the officer in charge, city legal officer, Attorney Neil John A. Villarico, to institute, file, and sign the petition for reissuance of lost title, verification and certification against forum shopping, and all other pleadings, documents, and instruments necessary for the prosecution of a verified petition for the reissuance of a new owner's duplicate copy of transfer certificate of title numbers 142-201 8000859 and 142-201-501-0508, registered in the name of the City Government of Tagum, which has been reported lost before the Regional Trial Court of Tagum City.
Councilor Wakan is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Considering that each and every member has been furnished with a copy of this draft resolution number 738, series of 2026, I therefore move to dispense with the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilor Aala and Ong. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its approval on second reading.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilor Aala. Any discussion?
Discussion, Madam Presiding Officer. The certificate of titles pertains to two properties of the City Government of Tagum. The certificate of title number 142-2018-00859 pertains to a certain lot as part of the RTU in Apocon, Tagum City, and the certificate of title number 142-2015-010508 pertains to a property of the City Government of Tagum located in Sitio Panitan, San Isidro, Tagum City, which were, although those were declared under the name of the City Government of Tagum, but the owner's duplicate copy has been reported lost and already reported to the Regional Trial Court.
Thank you for that information. Any questions from the members? There being none, please proceed. Councilor Wakan.
Amendment, Madam Presiding Officer. I move that all members present be made as co-proponent of draft resolution number 738. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilor Aala. There being no objection, therefore all members present shall be co-proponents of this draft resolution.
Further amendment, Madam Presiding Officer, that this resolution be subjected to form and style.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilor Coquilla. There being no objection, this resolution shall be subject to form and style.
I move for the approval of draft resolution number 738, series of 2026, on second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilor Uy Salazar. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Uy Salazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members are in favor.
All members being in favor, therefore resolution number 738 is approved on second and final reading. Let us now proceed to measures, unassigned business.
Under unassigned business, Madam President, first item is augmentation ordinance number 1, an ordinance authorizing Honorable Eva Lorraine Estabilio, City Vice Mayor, to augment the appropriation of repairs and maintenance transportation expenses account in the amount of 32,450 pesos under the Legislative Department.
Councilor Coquilla is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Considering that all members of this 10th Sangguniang Panlungsod has a copy of this augmentation ordinance number 1, series 2025, and with the assumption that they have already read the full content of this, I therefore move to dispense the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, second by Councilor Aala and Kaasi. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move, Madam Presiding Officer, for approval for second reading.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, second by Councilor Perez and Catayas. Any discussion?
Just a brief presentation, Madam Presiding Officer, that this particular augmentation ordinance was a result of the request of one among the member of this 10th Sangguniang Panlungsod. This was dated formal request was dated May 29, 2026 by Honorable Roan Angela Girillon, and there was a certification by the city accountant and the city treasurer and the budget office, stating among others that there was an appropriation and to be sourced out for augmentation. So to this effect, this particular augmentation ordinance was in order and is in order for us to present for deliberation to this body. Again, Madam Presiding Officer, this will finally support the request of Honorable Rillion in so far as the augmentation for the repairs and maintenance for the transportation expense. This will be used solely for the repair of her service vehicle issued by the city government of Tagum.
Thank you for that. Councilor, please proceed to the amendment.
On the amendment, Madam Presiding Officer, I move that all members of this 10th Sangguniang Panlungsod physically present be co-proponent of this augmentation ordinance number 1.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Aala. There being no objection, therefore all members physically present shall be co-proponent of augmentation ordinance number 1.
I move finally, Madam Presiding Officer, that this be approved for second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Aala. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Uy Salazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members are in favor.
All members being in favor, therefore, augmentation ordinance number 1, series of 2026 is approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next item is resolution number 726, a resolution adopting the Tagum City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management in Health Plan for calendar years 2026 to 2028.
Councilor Uy Salazar is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Allow me to present draft resolution number 726, series of 2026. And since all members of this council were already furnished with copies of this resolution, I move to dispense with the reading of the full text of the same.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, seconded by Councilor Aala and Revita. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
Madam Presiding Officer, I move for its approval on second reading.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, seconded by Councilor Aala and Catayas. Any discussion?
Honorable Presiding Officer, esteemed colleagues in this august body, this draft resolution seeks to adopt the Tagum City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management in Health Plan for calendar years 2026 to 2028, a comprehensive framework that aims to strengthen the city's capacity to prevent, prepare for, respond to, and recover from disasters, public health emergencies, disease outbreaks, and other health-related hazards. The plan outlines strategic interventions to enhance health emergency management systems, health facility preparedness, disease surveillance, logistics, risk communication, and the competencies of health workers and responders. The committee likewise noted that the proposed DRRMH plan was previously referred back for refinement following the observations and recommendations raised during the 43rd regular session. Pursuant thereto, the City Health Office conducted a thorough review of the document and incorporated the necessary revisions to enhance its clarity, accuracy, and responsiveness to the health emergency and disaster risk management needs of the city. Endorsed by the Local Health Board through Resolution Number 2A, Series of 2026, the plan institutionalizes a coordinated and evidence-based approach to health emergency management and serves as a guide for the implementation of DRRMH initiatives across the city. Ultimately, this measure reinforces the city's commitment to protecting public health, ensuring the continuity of essential health services, and building a safer and more resilient Tagum City. I humbly urge the support of my colleagues for the passage of this resolution. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Any questions from the members? There being none, proceed to the amendments.
If there are no other floor amendments, Madam Presiding Officer, I move that all members present be co-proponents of this resolution.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, seconded by Councilor Aala. There being no objection, therefore all members physically present shall be co-proponents of resolution number 726.
I move that this resolution be approved on second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, seconded by Councilors Aala and Catayas. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Uy Salazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Ilion. Madam President, all members are in favor.
All members being in favor, therefore resolution number 726 is approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next is resolution number 698, a resolution congratulating Darwin T. Villamor, a Tagumenyo who made it to the top 10 in the licensure examination for teachers given on March 15, 2026 by the Professional Regulation Commission or PRC.
Councilor Aala is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Since resolution number 698, 699, 700, 701, 702, 703, 704, 705, series of 2026 are the same in nature, Honorable Presiding Officer. I omnibussly move to dispense with the reading of the said resolution, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilors Kaasi and Rubinos. There being no objection, therefore, the reading of the full text of resolution number 698 to 705 are dispensed with.
I move to approve in second reading, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Rubinos. Is there any discussion?
Discussion, Honorable Presiding Officer, that during the committee, there were 5 top-notchers who were present, namely Lumirin Mansalay, Darwin T. Villamor, Mike Donald Sapper, Jovian Butlig, and Gelica Duplin. So during that deliberation of the committee, my colleague also congratulated the top-notchers of the said licensure exam for the teachers. That's all, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Okay, thank you very much, Councilor Aala. Any amendments?
Amendment, Honorable Presiding Officer, that all of my fellow colleague physically present will be co-proponent of the said resolution, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilors Catayas and Rubinos. There being no objection, therefore all members physically present shall be co-proponents of these 8 resolutions.
I move to approve a second and final reading, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas and Rubinos. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Uy Salazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Ilion. Madam President, all members are in favor.
All members being in favor, therefore resolution number 698, 699, 700, 701, 702, 703, 704, and 705 are approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next item, we have resolution number 743, a resolution authorizing the City Mayor, Honorable Ray T. Uy, to enter into and sign for and in behalf of the City Government of Tagum, the Memorandum of Agreement with the University of Southeastern Philippines for collaboration in continuing professional development, research, extension, innovation, technology transfer, business incubation, and student internship programs.
Councilor Aala, please proceed.
Since copies were given of the said resolution, number 743 series of 2026. I move to the dispense with the reading of the said resolution number 743 series of 2026.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Rubinos and Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move to approve the second reading, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas and Rubinos. Any discussion?
Discussion, Honorable Presiding Officer, that during the deliberation of the committee, there was a thorough discussion among the representatives from the University of Southeastern Philippines and the Tagum City Business and Incentive Center and members of the herein joint committee. And there were refinement of the said MOA so that it will be calendared and will be passed for second final reading during the regular session of the Penn City Council, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Okay, please proceed to the amendments.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I move that all of my fellow colleagues physically present will be co-proponent of the said resolution, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas, Rillion, and Kaasi. There being no objection, therefore all members physically present shall be co-proponents of resolution number 743.
I move to approve the second and final reading, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilors Rillion, Rubinos, and Catayas. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Ahala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Rizal Lazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillo. Madam President, all members are in favor.
All members being in favor, therefore resolution number 743 is approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next item is resolution number 744, a resolution granting authority to the City Treasurer, Annie G. Beltran, CPA, MBA, to institute and file petitions, oppositions, interventions, or any other appropriate legal actions, including appeals, to sign the same, the verification of the other pertinent pleadings, to review, negotiate, or represent in any dispute resolution, compromise agreement, or settlement proposal, and to appear and represent the city government of Tagum before the judicial courts in connection with special civil action number 588-2025 for expropriation with motion for issuance of a writ of possession and in any related proceedings arising therefrom.
Councilor Wakan is recognized.
Hello. Considering that each and every member has been duly furnished with a copy of this draft resolution number 744 series of 2026, I therefore move to dispense with the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilor Rubinos and Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its approval on second reading.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilor Catayas and Rubinos. There being no, is there any discussion?
This brief discussion, Madam Presiding Officer. This resolution, specific resolution, is supplemental to the previously issued resolution number 555 series of 2026, which granted the authority to our Honorable City Mayor and our City Legal Officer, Attorney Villarico, to file the appropriate case and to file the intervention. However, with that sole resolution and authority, the City Government of Tagum has been assessed with the Regional Trial Court with the filing fee in the amount of almost 2 million. So considering that there is a provision, specific provision under the local government code that if the case will be initiated by the city treasurer, then there will be no assessment of a filing fee. Considering, Your Honor, that the filing fee is jurisdictional, meaning that the courts cannot acquire jurisdiction without the first payment of that filing fee.
Okay, thank you for that information. Proceed, Councilor Wakan.
For amendment, Madam Presiding Officer, that all members present, physically present, be made as co-proponent of this resolution.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Dr. Perez. Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, then all members physically present shall be co-proponents of this resolution.
Further amendment, Madam Presiding Officer, that this draft resolution number 744 series of 2026 be subjected to form and style.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilor Coquilla. There being no objection, therefore resolution number 744 shall be subject to form and style.
I move for the approval of draft resolution number 744 series of 2026 for second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilors Kaasi and Ala. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Uy Salazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members physically present are in favor.
All members being in favor, therefore resolution number 744 is approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next, we have resolution number 745, a resolution authorizing the local chief executive, Honorable Ray T. Uy, to utilize the amount of 2 million pesos under the Trust Fund, Bureau of Fire Protection, for the purchase of one unit response vehicle pickup type for the use of Tagum City Central Fire Station.
Councilor Rubinos is ready.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Since all members were already given a copy of resolution number 745, I move to dispense with this reading, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilor Elliot and Aala, and also Rillion. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed.
I move for its approval on second reading, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilor Aala. Any discussion?
Discussion, Madam Presiding Officer. On August 6, 2025, the Bureau of Treasury transferred to the local government unit of Tagum City the amount of 4,381,187 pesos and 77 centavos, representing the city's 20% share from the collection of fire code taxes, fees, and fines collected by the Bureau of Fire Protection, or the BFP, for calendar years 2015, 2016, and 2023. Pursuant to Republic Act Number 9514, otherwise known as Revised Fire Code of the Philippines, 80% of such collections shall remain with the Bureau of Treasury under a trust fund intended for the modernization program of the Bureau of Fire Protection, while the remaining 20% shall accrue to the concerned local government unit. In connection therewith, the approval of this proposed resolution is necessary to comply with the provisions of DILG Memorandum Circular Number 2022-105, otherwise known as the Revised Policy Guidelines on Motor Vehicle Purchase/Acquisition, Use, and Rental by Local Government Units. The proposed vehicle shall be classified as the Special Purpose Vehicle and shall be utilized exclusively by the Bureau of Fire Protection, Tagum Central Fire Station, in the performance of its firefighting, rescue, and emergency response functions. Furthermore, the City Accounting Office has certified the availability of funds in the amount of 2 million pesos for the intended acquisition. Said appropriation is likewise reflected in the approved fire protection plans and budget, or FPPB, for calendar year 2026 of the BFP Tagum Central Fire Station. And that's all, Madam Presiding Officer.
Thank you for that information. Kindly proceed to the amendments.
Amendments, Madam Presiding Officer, that all members present be co-proponents.
Moved by Councilor Rubino, seconded by Councilor Aala and Coquilla. There being no objection, therefore all members shall be co-proponents of this resolution.
I move that this be approved for second and final reading, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilor Aala and Catayas. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Uy Salazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members are in favor.
All members being in favor, therefore resolution number 745 is approved on second and final reading. Last item.
The last item, Madam President, is the draft city ordinance number 110, an ordinance authorizing the purchase of one unit response vehicle pickup type intended for the use of Tagum City Central Fire Station.
Councilor Rubinos is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Since all members were already given a copy of Draft City Ordinance number 110, I move to dispense with its reading, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilor Aala and Rillion. There being no objection, therefore, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its approval on second reading, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilor Aala and Catayas. Any discussion?
Madam Presiding Officer, in connection to the approved resolution number 745, this proposed draft city ordinance is also necessary to comply with the provisions of DILG Memorandum Circular number 2022-105, otherwise known as the Revised Policy Guidelines on Motor Vehicles Purchase/Acquisition, Use, and Rental by Local Government Units. As stated in Section 3, purpose and use of the motor vehicle of this proposed city ordinance, the motor vehicle shall be primarily used for emergency cases such as medical, rescue, fire, and disaster response operations of the latter. It shall likewise be used as transport vehicle of BFP personnel in the conduct of trainings, inspections, and monitoring of barangay community auxiliary groups within the city. Furthermore, the City Accounting Office has certified the availability of funds in the amount of 2 million pesos for the intended acquisition. Said appropriation is likewise reflected in the approved fire protection plans budget for calendar year 2026 of the BFP Tagum Central Fire Station. That's all, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay, thank you for that information. Proceed, Councilor Rubinos.
Amendments, Madam Presiding Officer, that all members present be co-proponents.
Moved by Councilor Rubino, seconded by Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, therefore all members physically present shall be co-proponents of this resolution, of this ordinance rather.
Madam Presiding Officer, I move that this be approved for second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Dato Perez, Councilor Catayas. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Uy Salazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members are in favor.
All members being in favor, therefore, draft city ordinance number 110 is approved on second and final reading. Announcements? Councilor Aala.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, the next regular session, Honorable Chair, may I request any representative from the Davao Light, Honorable Chair, to shed light the 3-day brownout that the different barangays had affected. Gikan sa alas 2 to alas 11, gikan sa alas 9 to alas 11, to shed light on this matter, Honorable Chair.
Okay, so kindly send invitation to Davao Light. Summer announcements? There being none, and if there is no objection from the floor, the chair will now adjourn the session. There being no objection, session is now adjourned.